he's asking me who I could beat up, and he's giving me examples of wrestlers. And at one point he said to me, "Could you beat The Rock, Dwayne Johnson?" I went, "Yeah, I'll beat The Rock, mate." His little face, he went, "Wow." I couldn't beat The Rock, along with many other people, but that's kind of by the by. His little face, he's gone, "Wow." And he mentioned a few others. I went, "Yeah, I'd beat them, mate, easy." And he couldn't believe it. And then he said to me, he said, "Do you know, Daddy, I'm a bit like you." He said, "I'm quite tough as well. In fact, a lot of my friends are scared of me." I went, "Oh, yeah?" He said, "Yeah, when I get angry, nobody comes near me, Daddy. I'm really strong and I get really angry. I'm quite scary." I said, "Do you think that's a good thing, son?" I said, "Son, I don't think it's a good thing to scare your friends or people you care about. It's not necessarily good to be a tough guy either. You know you're angry, right? You know you've got an anger problem." He went, "Yeah." I said, "Well, you just said you've got an anger problem, so you must know. What are you going to do about it?" He went, "Well, I can't do anything about it." I said, "Well, no one else is going to. It's down to you. If you know you've got an anger problem, son, it's your responsibility to sort it out. You need to take responsibility for your anger. It's down to you to fix it." Anyway, he looked a bit disappointed or embarrassed that he'd said it. And a lot of young lads say these kind of things, don't they? They have this image in their mind of being a bit of a superhero. He's only a kid. So I thought, right, I better distract him. And we started playing, and next thing he's on the swings and what have you, and he's all right, he's forgotten about it. Or so I thought. And about a week later, he came to me and told me a story about what had happened at school. And he had a friend who other kids were kind of singling him out for a particular thing at this time. And that day he'd had a fight with a girl at school, and my boy had got in between them, and he'd pulled this kid to one side and asked him what had happened. And he said, "You know, this girl said this thing that people were picking on him for." And my boy said to him, "But you know that makes you angry. It's down to you to sort that out. You should get hold of your anger." And he told me this story, and I was really, really proud of him. Thing is, he remembers that to this day, and he remembers the conversation about personal responsibility to this day. Now, he's a 19-year-old lad. Of course he gets angry. In the moment, he might not necessarily think straight like any young lad. But afterwards, he's very aware of personal responsibility, very, very proud of him.